before we recorded, one of the things I've been talking a lot about in this season is really just around the intersection of Gen AI and tech ops. And I loved your answer to that note. You were like, well, I have a really contrarian view, which is that getting the basics right is more important. I'd love to hear your perspective on that in longer form for others to really like grasp and understand that perspective.
Sure. You were seeing how I thought about kind of generative AI and how it's affecting the security operations space. And from my last several roles, from Salesforce to Sprinklr to Atlassian, what they all had in common was we didn't have the basic fundamentals in place to even operate as a fully functional team. Like when I got to Salesforce, our SOC, we had a SOC of close to 200 people in Bangalore, India, and we missed the SLA there between 70 or 80% of the time. And we had no metrics or measurements why we were missing it. We just knew we were. It held true when I was at, I was telling you when I was at Atlassian. When I first started putting some metrics in place, I saw my SOC team was leveraged between 130 and 200% of capacity 7 days a week. So big or small, it seems like most companies fail just doing the basics, putting in a process in place, putting in metrics and measurements to see what you're actually delivering to the company, seeing how effective you are at your detections that you're making, how effective you are doing triage in your SOC, how effective you are doing investigations and following up with the post-mortem and post-incident review items. If you don't have the fundamentals in place, again, shiny objects or the newest tool isn't going to solve it for you. And this is kind of the story we've kind of played out the last 20 years. All these new tools have come out promising to kind of solve the SOC or security operations problem. But as you know, and I'm sure many of the listeners know, a tool is not going to solve for a missing process or a broken process. If your fundamentals are in place, it doesn't matter what tool you have, it's not going to fix the problem for you.